The word of the week is transparency. Whether it's the Epstein files, the JFK files, what information the intelligence agencies knew that was fact or fiction, and how they decided to deploy that information with regard to the Russiagate story, people want answers. They want more transparency. And the latest in the transparency parade, or charade, depending on how you want to view this, is a demand for greater transparency within the Federal Reserve. So next week, the Federal Reserve is meeting on July 29th and 30th, and it's widely expected that they will not cut rates. Now, the Fed has come under serious criticism as of late, especially from President Trump, that they have been slow to cut rates. And frankly, the Trump administration aren't the only ones who feel that the Fed has been slow to cut rates. The Fed, in general, tends to have sort of a rear view mirror looking forecast. They're looking at past data as opposed to where things are headed. And consequently, there are a lot of people feeling that the Fed should be cutting rates sooner before we get into more trouble. And what's happened is a temporary restraining order has been brought, not by the Trump administration, but by a private capital firm called Azoria Capital, private investment firm. And basically what they are alleging is that the Federal Reserve is in violation of the Government in Sunshine Act of 1976. So this was something that came out after the Watergate era to provide more transparency, more sunshine on what is happening in the government. And specifically when there are federal agencies with multiple members, such as the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee, basically saying that they cannot meet behind closed doors when they are discussing such things as monetary policy. So this is monumental, and this will go in front of Judge Beryl Howell on Monday to decide if the temporary restraining order will be granted, which would prevent the Fed from meeting in secrecy behind closed doors as they have done for the last 50 years. So we'll see how that shakes out, if that's granted or not. The point is, there is more and more and more pressure to see lower rates, or at least more transparency. And I think this could ultimately be beneficial for the housing market. It's just a matter of time. So have a great weekend. I'll be in touch and keeping you posted.